Oh, yeah. It is Grind City Wrestling, and welcome back. It's episode 323. Be sure to follow us at Grind City Media. I am Dustin Starr, and you can follow me at Dustin Starr. Go ahead and download the Grind City Media app, and you can catch Grind City Wrestling each and every week. Last week, we gave you 5 wrestlers that could take out a silverback gorilla. And the internet is absolutely killing Devin on this. So we're going to have to revisit that. This week, we will share a couple of your lists. And I know I made a huge glaring error on mine, so I'll take care of that. We're going to talk all about the best wrestling we watched all week. But right now, it is bell time. Introducing my co-host, my tag team partner, a man who I feel like doesn't really need an introduction, especially in Memphis. It's Devin Walker, baby!
How you doing, Dustin 5-Star? How you doing? I'm hitting the Dougie today to start the show. Yeah, bro, we had some fun last week on the show about our gorilla conversation. It got some traction on the internet. Some people call me slow. It's fine. My list was not here to please everybody. I will say there are some things I did omit from my list that I wish I would have put on my list after seeing the comments of people commenting about my list. It's fine. That's what we're here for. We're here for the people. We're here to make you engage. And we did that last week on the show. This week on the show.
Glaring error, though.
Glaring
Hold on.
error. I had a lot of glaring errors on my list, man. I feel bad.
Follow Devin if you want to, at Devin_Walker.
Don't come in my mentions or I'm going to get on your ass.
2, all right. How the hell did I forget Haku?
Yeah, you forgot Haku, bro.
I mean, I don't know if I'm more of a Haku fan or a Ming fan. You remember Ming from WCW?
Yeah, we forgot a lot of people, bro, to be honest.
Oh, when Ming had the big hair and the black pants and what was it? Some sort of spike or whatever. Gosh, he was badass, and people have told stories. It's legendary that Haku is the baddest man walking God's green earth, right there alongside Chuck Norris.
Yeah, somebody said Ken Shamrock.
Oh, Ken Shamrock would be a good one. I left Brock Lesnar. How did I leave Brock Lesnar off my list?
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam would be a badass, I'll tell you that.
We forgot some names, but I just appreciate...
Somebody had Psycho Sid, Ron Simmons.
Damn! I just appreciate the engagement, bro. People are really tapped in on this conversation. So we just appreciate people engaging in the conversation. Because here on the Grind City Wrestling Podcast, we start the conversations and you guys join them.
Check this out. This one says, Haku is really all you need.
I know, right? Just 5 Hakus.
Haku, and just give me 4 randoms because Haku's going to get the job done on his own.
I'm with it. That was a fun conversation. Umaga. Shout out him, the father of my guy, Jacob Fatu.
Really, really good stuff. Ric Flair pokes his eyes out, so maybe Ric Flair can poke the silverback gorilla's eyes out. Ric Flair, he's the dirtiest player in the game.
No,
okay.
I'm not with that.
Not even back in the day. When you pick Jeff Hardy.
I mean, because he would do it.
The gorilla could eat Jeff Hardy.
No, Jeff Hardy do a swanton bomb, bro.
All right, so go back and check that out at Grind City Media or check out last week's episode. It was a lot of fun. Put your lists up against ours. All right, anything new, Devin?
Not really. I almost thought we had a new champion on Raw the other night.
Tell me about it. Unless it's the best wrestling you watched all week, but I'm watching this, in this opening promo, Paul Heyman's telling us exactly what this group is all about, and it's about capturing that championship.
And power, right?
Yes.
Power. When he said the P word, I was like, oh, here we go.
And for a second there, it was like, are they going to take the title off Jey Uso tonight?
I thought they were going to take it off Jey Uso tonight. Because the way he kind of crashed out, it was like, he was like turning red and like he was getting like mad, and I was like, oh, okay. And Jey didn't really get said that many words in the promo. I was like, okay, maybe they take the belt off him tonight. He just kept yeeting. You know what? I will say this, bro. My favorite thing about Jey Uso, of course, the entrance is dope as hell. I think he finally found his comfort zone of like how to end promos. A lot of guys don't know how to end promos.
Yes.
A lot of guys just kind of like just leave or just like drop the mic.
You got to have something.
You got to have like a hitter, right?
It's like a match. There's a beginning, middle, and end.
Exactly.
You have to finish strong.
And he always ends with the 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. And I'm not going to lie, I pop every time he does it. So that was dope. But yeah, I thought he was going to drop the belt. He did not drop the belt, man. It was great. Raw was phenomenal, by the way.
We'll talk about the best wrestling we watched all week in just a second. But man, we had a really, really busy weekend.
You got to tell, bro.
What?
Look, bro.
What? What happened?
Look, bro.
I know you saw it.
I got a text message from my guy, Dustin 5-Star. He texted me. He shot me a text message on the phone. It was blue.
What did it say?
He said, yo, Devin, have you heard of Starlito? He sent me the IG. I told him, bro, Starlito's one of my favorite rappers ever. Top 5 of my Spotify every year. Everybody know Lito. Lito from Nashville, right down the street. He's a stepbrother with Don Tripp, who's from Memphis.
There you go.
They're the stepbrothers. Had a trilogy of mixtapes, a collection of the greatest mixtapes ever. Everybody know the stepbrothers. He tells me the stepbrothers are coming to Memphis and they want to hang out at the Russell Center.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, you got to tell me about it. What
Bro,
happened?
we had a battle royal. We had a Royal Rumble with the stepbrothers. Go to the IG. They've got the Memphis Wrestling Tag Team titles over their shoulders talking some smack. So, yeah, man, Starlito and Don Tripp recorded their latest music video. It drops this week. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say about it, but they're posting all about it. It drops this week.
The Step Brothers mixtape, the 4th Step Brothers mixtape drops on Friday.
And it is very, very wrestling.
The song or the mixtape?
The song.
Okay.
The song is very wrestling.
Are you in the music video?
I am not in the music video. There's an opportunity.
5 Star?
No. I got all my guys booked on the thing. So I think there's 8 to 10 Memphis wrestling stars. You'll see them all. You'll know them all.
So my guy Dustin 5 Star got to hang out with the Step Brothers in Memphis, Tennessee at the Wrestle Center.
Look, I was booked for baseball.
That's some
Behind the scenes, I was booked for baseball, so I was trying to get out of baseball. And nobody would cover the day game for me because the shoot was during the day. So we had a rain delay. I leave the ballpark.
You got saved by Mother Nature.
Dude, it is frowned upon to leave the ballpark during the rain delay. So I'm like, guys, I got something going on down the street. So I left the ballpark. I said, text me when the tarp is coming off the field and I'll be back. Because those of you who don't know, it's easy 30 minutes at least once the tarp comes off the field.
Yes.
I can get back in time. I'm a pro. Boom, I got right back as soon as the first pitch happened. I was just in time. But it was really, really cool.
Shout out to the Step Brothers.
Can't wait to see it. They were so super cool. There were a couple of visitors that came by, and they were just super cool to everybody.
Yeah,
so
you texted me and you texted me at like 2:00 in the afternoon. Then you texted me again at like 6 or 7. Like, yo, they're still here.
Dude, they were there till 10
They're
p.m.
just kicking it. Look, man.
The wrestlers came to me and was like, this is like Young Rock. Because you shoot so many things over and over and over again.
Yeah.
You might shoot this. They might set up this big whole sequence just to get 2 seconds of it.
Shout out.
So
man. I can't wait to see it. Step Brothers drops on Friday. Dustin, you're going to see Dustin 5 Stars Wrestle Center featured in the music video with the stars of Memphis Wrestling. I can't wait to see it, bro.
Can't wait.
That was so dope.
Got a concert coming up, I think, on the 24th of
24th of what
May.
month is it? May at Minglewood Hall.
Nashville, and then I think the 30th is Minglewood Hall here in Memphis. So I imagine your boy's going to be posted up there
I'll
at
be there
Minglewood
for sure.
Hall.
Are you going?
I'm going to go. Yeah, they invited me.
You going to pull up?
I'm going to text them and be like, yo, your boy's here.
Your boys here is crazy.
I'm going to text them.
You're not
yeah.
You're not going to text Don Tripp and Starlito.
You know what I'm going to text
here.
them? The little 5 and the star emoji.
Oh, they know who you are about 5 Star at
I
this
have
point?
no idea.
Did you at least tell them that? I hope there's a video out there where you said, can I get a oh yeah?
You know what they know me as?
Huh?
That's Memphis Vince, ain't it?
Oh, gosh.
Moving on.
This guy.
We had a big crowd at Ghost River. Shout out to Ghost River Brewing Company on Main Street. That was a ton of fun. Sunday, May 18th, Scorpio Sky is coming to Memphis Wrestling. And on June 8th, tell me if you know anything about this, former WWE Women's Champion, the Phenom, Jazz, is coming to Memphis Wrestling. Please tell me you know about Jazz and Rodney Mack.
I do. It's the Mac Militant. Is that him?
Is that the song?
You know, this the Mac Militant. Ooh. Am I singing? Am I tweaking?
I don't know. Jalen, can you help me out there?
Jalen's not a wrestling fan.
Jalen likes a little bit of wrestling. Do you remember the White Boy Challenge?
He don't. Yeah.
You remember the White Boy Challenge? Thuggin' and buggin'.
Yeah.
That's Rodney Mack. That's Jazz's husband.
Hold on.
Jazz is regarded as one of the toughest women in all of professional wrestling.
I know Jazz for sure. I remember
she's
Jazz.
coming to Memphis Wrestling June 8th.
By the way, if you didn't know, this tells you how wild wrestling was back in the day. They had Theodore Long would come out and say, tonight, we're going to have a white boy challenge.
Yes.
You bring a white boy out here
With Rodney Mack.
With Rodney Mack to beat him up.
Teddy Long and Rodney Mack, by the way, are both black.
Yes.
And they would have a white boy challenge. I remember they did it in Memphis. I think Jerry Lawler came out to the white boy challenge.
Yo, can we bring back the white boy challenge?
All right.
No, never mind. No.
If I book Rodney Mack,
Dustin,
would it be okay to have a white boy challenge?
You're already trying to beat some allegations. We can't have you having a white boy challenge, bro.
All right, it's time for the best wrestling we watched all week. You wrong for that.
Okay,
Devin, what's the best wrestling you watched all week?
I'm gonna go.
Inside joke.
Shout out, man. People that know, if you know, you know. Not shout out to that person, but Best wrestling I watched all week. And I already kind of brought his name up this week, and we brought up the whole storyline, the whole situation, right? You start off Monday Night Raw, where main event Jey Uso, 4 letters, 1 word, yeet, comes out, does his intro. Paul Heyman interrupts him. He calls out Logan Paul, and Paul Heyman interrupts him. Paul Heyman comes out and basically baits Jey. He knows how emotional Jey Uso is, so baits him into challenging Seth Rollins. Well, accepting the challenge from Seth Rollins for the championship.
Right now,
Exactly.
tonight.
Yeet. Exactly. So playing on his emotions kind of thing. And I'm thinking when you do that, Jey Uso's going to drop the belt, right?
Yeah.
Whole night goes on, blah, 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 blah. We get to the main event. Seth Rollins versus Jey Uso. I'm like, yo, they're gonna take the belt off Jey tonight. They have to.
I was waiting to have this conversation with you when Jey lost.
But I think, for me, is the best wrestling of the week because I think that is the best main event Jey Uso match I've seen in a very long time. And yes, it could be credit to Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins can make this pencil look good.
Oh, Seth is awesome. But Jey Uso is awesome, too. I don't know why there's so much hate about him in the ring.
Exactly. Because he's not
over. Okay, he botched a dive over the top rope.
And now it's
So did Jordan Grace. So did Top Dollar. And these are wrestlers that are signed, making money, doing this for a living every week on worldwide television.
Exactly. So I've never been one of those people. I've always been a fan of Jey Uso. But to speak to the haters of like, yo, Jey Uso can't really wrestle a match. Jey Uso can't do this. Jey Uso can't give us this. Bro, they gave us a heater on Monday Night Raw.
It was good.
Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." The crowd's always a barometer, right? 5-star. You work in the wrestling business. The crowd's always the barometer whether or not a match is hitting or not. I got at least 2 this is awesome chants in that match. Main event Jey Uso tore the house down. Even if you had a little funny business with Bron Breakker hitting the spear on Sami Zayn. Even when Sami came out, my homeboy texted me, bro, Sami's gonna turn on Jey Uso. Sami, he's gonna turn on him. When he gets up, when he hits the super kick, gets on the top rope for the splash, Sami Zayn's outside the ring, I'm thinking he's gonna push him off. Because my brain, like, yo, something's got to happen. He hits the splash. 1, 2, near fall. Crowd goes crazy. Who ran? Somebody ran in, right?
CM Punk.
CM Punk, music hits. Look in my eyes. What do you see? Comes out with the chair. Bow, bow, bow. Beat somebody else with a chair. And I'm gonna make a confession right now. And on this podcast, we've done at least, 250 episodes?
We have done 323 episodes.
At one point on this podcast, I said I hated CM Punk. I said I was done with him. I said I hated him. I said I don't need him back in WWE. I said I don't know why he's around. I said he's a nuisance. I call him everything under the book. But when CM Punk's music hit on that Monday Night Raw, I was like, I popped. I said, this is crazy. And this is gonna set up a dream match for me. CM Punk and the tribal chief Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Why is this important? Because this is pushing Bron Breakker into a different stratosphere. I'm saying all this to say this. This is the moment where Bron Breakkers get pushed into a different stratosphere, and we find out why Bron Breakker is the next WWE champion / WWE megastar.
Stamp that.
Stamp that.
Stamp that.
4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
I thought it was very good. I was going to ask you if you were interested in seeing that tag team match, CM Punk, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker. We'll talk about Backlash here in just a minute. That is not officially on the Backlash card, but it seems like it's going to be some sort of spectacular main event. And I do feel like we're going to get CM Punk versus Roman Reigns at some point.
At some point.
So this could be a good spot for Bron Breakker to be elevated. Like you say, if somehow the bad guys are able to pull off this victory against the 2 super baby faces, it really won't hurt the 2 super baby faces because they're probably going to wrestle each other anyway.
Exactly, because they've already made men, right?
Booking.
Roman's a made man. CM Punk's a made man. Seth Rollins a made man. Bron Breakker is the next made man in this industry, bro. He's going to be the next one we talk about 5 years from now. That dude's a megastar.
I love it because it felt like Rick and Scott were stuck in the tag team division. I hate to say stuck because they were the top tag team in the world, but it just felt like once you get out of the tag team, it's hard to establish yourself as that singles competitor. But man, Bron Breakker, almost as a rookie, is finding huge success.
He just got to lay off, bro. I got one request though from
my boy
Bron Breakker.
Don't do it.
I need you to clip this.
Come on.
Bron Breakker, I love you, my dog. And I just called you the next megastar in the business. I need you to lay off the tanning lotion, my guy.
Come on.
Stay out the sun, bro. You spending way too much time at Tan and Go. You're looking a little orange out there, my guy. I know you would beat my ass if you saw me. It's fine, cool. But lay off the tanning lotion, bro. You're looking a little He
looks good.
He's looking like Snooki out there right now.
Come on, man. Him and Paul Heyman kind of have a matching tan. It's very orange.
It's very like Snooki, bro.
I think Seth Rollins needs to step his tan up, and he'll match
last night you saw him. He was like tan on the stomach and like light in the face, bro. Stay off the tanning lotion, bro. All three of y'all. All right, best wrestling I watched all week. You're not going to believe it, but it was absolutely spectacular. It was so much fun. It was hokey. It was like this athletic, spectacular, like, I can't even put it into words. It was like acrobatics with fun stuff, and it was pro wrestling. This is the all-star 8-man tag on AEW Dynamite. It opened up the show. It seemed like it went. This is what you were texting me about.
Oh my gosh! It seemed like it went 30 minutes or forever.
Okay.
But it was the Young Bucks with Okada and Ricochet.
Okay.
Versus Kenny Omega, or should I say Kenny? Along with Mike Bailey,
trying to get a job, y'all.
Kevin Knight, and Mark Briscoe. Dude, I could not get a job ring announcing if you handed it to me. But anyway, 8-man tag, it was awesome. Some of it was hokey, but it was just so good and fun. And I know that some of the classic, wrestling guys would be like, oh, that's the shits. They didn't sell anything. You know what? I didn't care.
You didn't care.
It was so good and so fun. Like the spots, and I know it was... I guess you could call it a spot fest.
It was so good you texted me about it.
I literally picked up the phone because we hate on AEW, and we don't try to hate on AEW. It's just like there's so much stuff that we think could be better on it that we want it to be better. But I don't know if you could have got much better than this tag team match. It reminded me almost like a house show. And for those diehard wrestling fans that go to house shows, you'll see a little bit of a different, maybe more fun type of professional wrestling that you can't really do on television because everything is, like Monday Night Raw, everything's so serious, So on the house shows, they might have a little more fun where Paul Heyman might take a bump or might talk trash with somebody or something different will happen. It almost felt like this was a house show match, and they just had so much fun, and it was just very, very, very entertaining. Even Okada's spot where he stops everything just to flip off the middle finger was just like entertaining. I laughed like, okay, that fit perfect there. And Mike Bailey, Speedball Mike Bailey, where the hell did this guy come from?
I remember. Oh, sorry, it's funny.
I know TNA Wrestling, but
I remember when they had their show here, and
so good.
He was so good,
so freaking good.
Shout out Speedball, man.
Speedball Mike Bailey. I need to get you in Memphis.
Book him.
Kevin Knight was awesome. We talked about Kevin Knight last week, but this 8-man tag, even Mark Briscoe, and I don't mean any disrespect by even, but like I'm saying, they all were so good in this match. You got to go out of your way and check it out. All right, I got news and rumors. And I've got WWE Backlash.
Okay,
so let's run through it rapid fire. Last week, we talked about WWE buying AAA Mexico, and we also talked about somebody that was released from that contract with Mexico. But guess what?
There's more releases.
We were wrong. I do have releases, but first, we've got some signage. So WWE has signed Dr. Wagner. They've signed Vikingo. They've signed La Parka. There's others.
La Parka's from like the throwback.
Yeah. How many masks of La Parka will they sell?
Bro, La Parka's a legend, bro.
Do you remember when DDP put on the La Parka mask to hit the Diamond Cutter?
Yes.
Awesome. How many La Parka masks will they sell?
Shout out La Parka. While we here, go ahead and try to find Psychosis. Find all of them. What my guy?
Bring them back.
What my guy we used to with the black and white? Is that Psychosis?
That's Psychosis, I believe.
Guy. I used to play with him on WCW.
How about Hoovy?
Juventud Guerrero.
The Hoovy juice.
Yeah, bring all of them back, bro.
Alberto Del Rio has signed with WWE. That's being reported. We talked about last week. He was the first one released.
Yeah, they were like, yo,
I think we were wrong. They signed him. He's back.
I'm okay with being wrong about that.
So next week maybe we'll have an update if he's really there or not.
Can we talk about how flat the Sheamus return was when he came back on Raw?
I love Sheamus. All right.
Nobody gives a fuck about Sheamus,
Before Backlash, are you as mad about the talent releases as the internet?
Bro, the internet's mad about everything all the time.
They are so mad.
The only name that like legitimately that I would give a damn about is probably Braun Strowman. Yeah. The rest of them, who cares?
You want me to go through the list?
Yeah, go to the list for the people that don't know.
So what I would have to say to you internet folks that are mad about this is, do you have their T-shirt?
Yeah, or merch. Or
do you have any of their merch?
Dolls.
I'm not talking free merch. I'm talking, did you go on the internet and order their shirt? You should. If you want these talents to keep these jobs, you have to support them. Yeah. So that's... All right, main roster releases. Braun Strowman was a little bit shocking because we just saw him in some major feuds with Jacob Fatu, and then also He's injured right now.
My guy's moving.
Tsunami!
Who's that? Oh, the
Tsunami.
The fat dude.
Come on. Anyways, Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler, I was a little surprised about.
I've told you how I felt about her for years.
Zoe Stark is still there, her tag team partner. Dakota Kai.
She's next, by the way.
But she wasn't next. Dakota Kai was next.
No, she's next, though.
Caden Carter and Katana Chance. Do you know them?
Wait, is Katana the chick that they try to make like a Mortal Kombat character?
I think that is a Mortal Kombat character, Katana. I don't remember them on the main roster. I'm so sorry.
Sorry about
and
that.
I mean no disrespect,
Yes,
because
you
I'll
do.
probably book them all. But NXT releases.
He's gonna have a graphic. Former WWE superstar Katana Chance is coming to Memphis Wrestling.
Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan. I remember Gigi Dolan on United Wrestling Network as Priscilla Kelly.
Yeah.
Eddie Thorpe.
These names are not ringing a bell.
Eddie Thorpe was Carl Fredericks from New Japan or the Dojo or something. Jakara Jackson, Riley Osborne, Joe Coffey.
I know Joe Coffey.
Mark Coffey?
I know Joe Coffey.
Joe Coffey? Who's Joe Coffey?
They were a tag team, right? Was it two of them?
Yeah, there's two.
Yeah, they were a tag team.
Wolfgang, Oro Mensa, Javier Bernal, and Danny Palmer.
Interesting. Bro, I just screwed all this up, by the way. I'm so mad at myself.
What'd you screw up?
You said all these names, and I forgot something that made me pop when I saw it live on SmackDown.
Okay, well, let's. We're talking about people getting fired here, so maybe we should come back.
Well, I'll bring this person back. No. I'll use this to talk about the person they brought back.
Okay.
Did you see it on SmackDown?
What?
You didn't see it?
I have no idea.
Miz walks to the ring
and
tells Carmelo, I got a match. I'm going to show you how to do this, young blood.
What a great spot for Carmelo right now.
Yes, he's perfect.
To be able to wrestle with Aleister Black.
Bro, they brought Aleister Black back. That dude is menacing, bro.
Legit.
They gave him his old theme music back. Welcome back, Aleister. So glad you're wrestling in front of 13,000 fans instead of like 50
Same thing
people.
with Rusev. I think Rusev and Aleister Black both were very well protected over at AEW and are still big stars to this day.
100%. So yeah, that you bring up that list made me think about Aleister Black coming back. Shout out Aleister Black.
Last note, and then we'll get to Backlash real quick. WrestleMania 41 was the highest grossing WWE event in history.
Are you reading that from WWE.com?
And look, Devin's like, I'm just going to yawn this one out.
Yeah, are you reading that from WWE.com?
This was reported, I think, Forbes.com.
Is it /WWE.com?
Are you thinking the same thing I'm thinking?
Yes, bro.
Every time WWE does an event, it's now the highest grossing one ever.
They're so annoying, but like
is that possible?
That's one thing that annoys the hell out of me about WWE is every time they do something is the highest or like the most tweeted about event or like this the most.
Ticket prices are extremely high right now.
Respectfully, yes, I understand.
Autograph sessions are as well. It could be true.
It could be true because also can be like very audibly false. Or they can just be like massaging the numbers, make it sound good. But WWE, like you've been doing this for a long time. Like they'll be like, "This is the most watched clip in internet history." I'm like, "Bro, no, it's not, bro. Stop the cap.
Maybe.
Like stop.
Who's gonna
stop the cap?
Cross-reference?
That's the thing. Nobody's doing cross-references.
You're gonna fact check?
You should start doing that.
Ooh. Well, I should just start talking about our own stats.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We do that sometimes.
Use the WWE thing.
Oh, just say, this is the biggest night in the history of our great sport.
No. The history of Memphis wrestling.
The history of, you know what? That's actually a weird thing because when I say stuff about the history of Memphis wrestling, I really have to take into consideration, like not saying it sometimes.
No, you have to say it at this point.
Yes.
You should do the WWE thing.
Tony Schiavone.
You should be like, this is the biggest match in Memphis wrestling history.
Memphis wrestling history.
This is the most viewed match in Memphis wrestling history. This is the most important match in WWE Memphis wrestling. You should start doing it.
By the way, Memphis wrestling has already surpassed last year's total YouTube numbers.
You got to do that. You got to do it in the promo voice.
It's the biggest views in the history of Memphis wrestling.
Come on, I'm trying to put them on game, y'all.
All right, WWE Backlash is coming up this Saturday. First of all, are you watching?
It's wrestling. I'm gonna watch it.
Will you watch live?
Yes.
I want to watch live.
I want to watch live because I've gotten to the point, bro. Like, I've gotten to this like sweet spot in my life. This is about to get real dramatic, real quick. I've gotten this sweet spot in my life where I live tweet basketball games and I live tweet wrestling events. Those are the two main things I live tweet.
I would like to live tweet Backlash.
Duty. I'm going to live tweet it.
Hey, why don't you get a hold of the Grind City Media handle?
No, I don't want to do it from the Grind City Media handle.
Why? Because you can't.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know.
Who wants to do that?
I don't know.
That's not fun.
Is it not cool?
No, that's like this tells you that's so 2011. By the way.
Well, I'm going to live tweet it myself.
To do a takeover on the Grind City Media account. I think people would care more if I did it through my personal account.
Okay, well, there you go. So follow him, follow me, at Devin Walker 2, at Dustin Starr. I'm going to be having some beverages and watching probably from the beach. All right.
Wait, what?
I'll start
Don't
at the
skip
bottom.
over that.
I'm probably going out of town this week.
Okay.
I do what I'm told. All right, Dominic Mysterio versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship.
Love it. I think it's
Not a new champ, though.
I mean, not a new champ, but I think I love it because it's going to set up my favorite tag team.
So
Lucha Bros. So
JD McDonough gets involved.
Exactly.
Now we've got a tag situation where Ray Phoenix
has to come out.
McDonough just wrestled Penta. I see what you're cooking.
He comes out and helps his brother. May not help him win the belt, but it sets up a tag team match, a tag team feud going
tag team match player?
Tag team match player.
All right, I'm with you. Jacob Fatu defends the United States Championship against L.A. Knight. Yeah.
My God, Jacob Fatu can wrestle this notebook and I'll watch.
Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre.
I don't care.
Fatal 4-way.
For the 18th time, bro, I don't give two shits about Drew McIntyre wrestling Hot Topic man himself. What's his name?
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
I like Damian Priest.
He looks like he belongs on Hot Topic. He does.
I hate to say it. He's a good-looking dude, man. Him and Rhea Ripley, like, I wish they'd have kept them together. That looks like the perfect power couple to me.
I mean, they look good together,
Holy
but
moly.
he still looks like he belongs on Hot Topic.
What did they call them, the couple?
The
Twins of
something.
Tower something? It was a really good name.
Anyways. But I just don't like. Can we stop the Drew McIntyre?
Jacob Fatu keeps the championship here. I think that's obvious. Pat McAfee versus Gunther. I think this is just going to be for ESPN, baby.
I want to see how much Gunther beats the living crap out of Pat McAfee.
Pat McAfee is going to take an ass whooping.
He's about to.
Gunther is going to rough him up. And I mean this in a good way. This is going to be good for business.
No, it's going to be good for TV, for sure.
Because Pat McAfee knows what he's getting into here.
Yes.
He's been teasing Gunther for a long time. Gunther's going to whoop that ass.
Oh, yeah. He's going to beat the shit out of Pat McAfee this weekend. Like, you might get like a little comeback, a little comeback where he does like a little drop kick.
Yeah.
But no, Gunther's going to beat his ass.
All right, I'm into this match now. I think I might have a new favorite women's wrestler in WWE.
Is it my girl?
And it's all, no, I don't know. It's all because of the promo that they did on Monday Night Raw.
No, okay.
Lyra Valkyria.
Yes.
And Becky Lynch showed Charlotte and Tiffany how to do a ring promo. Because Lyra got over on the promo. You know, this is the first time you showed up at work in 8 months or whatever. Oh, the crowd popped and, Becky sells it with her face like, how dare you talk to me like that? And you know what? You might have main evented the first WrestleMania. You might have done this first time, or the Intercontinental Championship. Oh, and the crowd got it. They were like, whoa. And he's like, oh, wait, that was my first time.
Hey.
And so again, Becky, like, selling it for her to where the crowd is now invested in Lyra, who, by the way, we did not really know. They put the Intercontinental title on her to make her a star. Now they put her against Becky Lynch to make her a star. She killed it on the promo. Becky helped her on that promo. I thought that was really, really good. Now they have a title match. But before we get there, real quick, what if they didn't do this with Becky? And what if Becky made her epic return with Paul Heyman? What if they had saved it? What if they had saved Becky coming out to be Lyra's surprise tag team partner, and we still haven't seen Becky, and then all of a sudden
at Backlash
or somewhere, bam, Becky Lynch is now with Paul Heyman. That would have been so good.
I think you still can do that.
You can, but it would have been better not seeing Becky for a while.
That tag team thing was weird.
It was just like, let's get Becky back on TV.
Yeah, it was weird. You could have done that on
But
Raw.
it did help Lyra, because now Lyra is in a championship match against one of the biggest women's wrestlers in the history of the world right now, Becky.
And it's because it made me care about Lyra Valkyria. Because I told you a month ago I didn't give a damn about her.
But does Lyra beat Becky?
No.
So Becky wins the Intercontinental title.
No, I'll take that. I'll change that. Valkyria's
It's good, right?
Also, yeah, exactly. Because
the sauce is good, right?
The sauce is good. It's not buffalo sauce. It's good honey hot sauce.
You like the sauce.
I like the sauce, and I love her entrance too. By the way, it's like kind of cool.
Woo, woo.
Yeah, I love a good entrance when the crowd gets involved.
Yeet. All right, main event: John Cena defending the title against Randy Orton.
I forgot about this.
In Randy Orton's hometown of St. Louis.
Here we go, baby. We got Kevin Durant versus LeBron James, two legends in the business, going mano-a-mano for the final time. I love this, bro. John Cena versus
In
Randy
Orton's hometown.
I love it. I love it.
How much are the people going to boo Cena out of the building?
Oh, they're gonna, bro. It's gonna be. He's gonna.
I still feel like we boo him because we know we're supposed to. It's not that he's really that good of a bad guy.
But like like the imaging of like I made the joke about it. His entrance with like the 12-point font of just John Cena,
and
no highlights. Like
also, fight me, okay? Fight me.
Yeah.
John Cena's heel turn was nothing compared to Hulk Hogan's heel turn.
Not
Hulk
by a long
Hogan's
shot.
heel turn by far and away was way bigger than the John Cena one. Fight me.
Also because they didn't execute it the same way they executed the Hogan one. Like that was a whole thing after the Hogan heel turn.
Yes.
Like that was like after the John Cena one. It was like
Had they waited and had Cena turn to win the title at Mania and cheat to win or something like that, maybe. I didn't see it coming, but it doesn't even compare.
the way it fizzled out. I think that doesn't help the argument at all. But I'm looking forward to Orton versus Cena. Like I said, it's basically, I know people don't watch, like a lot of people that listen to this podcast don't watch sports, but it's basically LeBron James versus Kevin Durant.
I just want to see what they're going to do.
What are they going to do?
I don't think Orton wins the title here, but I think we're going to get something very, very special.
It's going to be some fun stuff. Maybe this was, I've said this on this podcast so many times, maybe this is when The Rock shows up.
Maybe not.
Maybe this is when The Rock shows up.
I think the only place The Rock is going to show up is in this sticker pack.
You think The Rock's going to show up in St. Louis, Missouri?
No way it's happening.
You don't think so?
You got to check out this sticker pack that I got.
This man just opened a sticker pack on the show. What's wrong with
Look,
this guy?
there's a Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett's goated, by the way.
Brody, there's a Sting, there's an Orton. Here, go through the sticker pack real quick and find The Rock. That's the only place you're going to find him. Those are really cool stickers, by the way. All right, winding things down here, we've got Memphis Wrestling coming up on Sunday, May the 18th, featuring AEW superstar Scorpio Sky. Also, if you go to WrestleCenter901.com, Scorpio Sky will be conducting a superstar seminar at the Wrestle Center you can take part in. Also, Memphis Wrestling Kids Camp is back. That's coming up on Thursday and Friday, July 17th and 18th. You can enroll your kid, and you can even become a Kids Camp champ. Scorpio Sky and Jazz are both doing seminars, so we've got some really good stuff coming up at the Wrestle Center. Jazz will be in town on June 8th. Get those tickets at memphiswrestling.tv. No, put the camera on Devin over there. He's going through the coolest sticker pack ever.
Can I have some of these?
I
bro?
got this at the Wrestle Center.
Can I have some of these?
Show some of those. Like, there is a James Ellsworth sticker in there. There's Vader.
There's some good ones in here. Sting.
Look at this. I got Gold Dust.
Sting. Rest in peace to Brody Lee.
Really good stickers. I don't know how they did it, but it's AEW, WWE, all kinds of stickers.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. Oh, wait, I found him.
Find The Rock.
The only place where The Rock's going to show up is on this sticker. He's not going to be in St. Louis, Missouri, because he's going to be on this sticker.
And that's all the time we've got. There, you want to sing us up?
4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
He's Devin. I'm Dustin. See you next week. How cool are those stickers, though?
Pretty dope, bro. Let me have one of these for my computer.